events. One would be the Woodlands Carnival and the other would be the Woodlands Trail.
The Woodlands Trail helps the residents to bond with each other, and also they get to learn more about the history of Woodlands. The second one would be the Good Neighbours Carnival. It helps the neighbours to interact with each other, and I also learned something from there too.
This is the first time that Casuarina is getting our neighbours involved in an activity in the school. We also had Hati, our kindness mascot, because we want to spread the kindness message not just to our students but to our neighbours and our community around us. And lastly, but interestingly, we're having the movie night so that we could just chill out and enjoy one another's company on this Friday evening.
Today at Casuarina Primary School, we are going to do some activities, which is the plant decorating, the photo booth, and the movie The Croods. What inspired us to make this project is because we want the students and their neighbours to interact more and bond more with each other, to get to know each other more, and to usually just to have fun.
The Good Neighbours project conducts many activities. There's a drawing and colouring contest for the young children to take part in. The young children who are as young as 5 years old must realize the importance of being a good neighbour and must also learn to keep the environment clean and green. The fashion show ensures that the residents mingle with each other and get to be more creative by using recyclables in many different ways.
So this is not the first time I'm attending this activity. So I'm very glad that through today's activity, I managed to catch up with some of the familiar faces that I have met up with during the past few activities. So I hope to get an opportunity to catch up with them later. I think that's great.
As a good and giving neighbour, we clean the blocks, we clean the benches, wipe the tiles and sweep the floor. We also pick up the litters around us and we interact with our neighbours. We took our pictures with some of our neighbours and they were very happy.
We should also do something for our neighbourhoods. So that is how the children will also learn that we need to keep our surroundings clean.
We are here today for the Good Neighbour project to build an ideal township using clay model. And we actually took part in it. I actually built a small skating rink. We enjoy it very much, and it's a good way to promote neighbourly relationship.
I think our project is very successful, as if many people come to our store, they will learn how to be a good neighbour. And examples of being a good neighbour is to keep down the volume when you are listening to music, or don't throw things down the window.
My team and I are doing the Good Neighbour project. Through this activity, we hope to bring neighbours together so that they can build stronger bonds with each other. When we have good neighbours, we have a better community. Therefore, our theme is Good Neighbours, Better Community. The activity we have today is card crafting, marble factory, tongue twister, and the photo booth. The marble factory and the tongue twister is bring your neighbours together so that you can build stronger bonds with them. The card crafting is making a card for your neighbours so that they will know more about you. The photo booth is taking a picture of your neighbours so that you can remember them afterwards, and maybe one day you may even see them again.
All of the activity booths actually promotes green awareness, teaching people how to recycle and go green. And through this, we want to educate people how to have a sustainable lifestyle. Besides that, also to bring people together in the neighborhood.
We got to meet a lot of the residents. We learned more about the plants, the environment, how to plant to make the environment better. and through that we also got to communicate with the residents in this community.
In the past, there used to be a lot of kampongs, and in the kampong they live near to each other and very close. However, in this type of HDB housing, most of the doors are closed, so they can't interact with one another. So through this competition, we like to get them bond together so they may help each other whenever one is in need, and also bring out the spirit of the kampong, which is the kampong spirit.
我在这边住了大概有30多年，我来这边的目的是经过一个neighbor 的介绍，然后我带我女儿来这边，这里有很多游戏可以玩，我女儿有 do some 那个 painting，我有玩ping pong games。
I feel that it's quite a successful event, as many of the Bedok residents are also painting together and they are also like talking to each other and interacting with each other. So it helps to build the strong relationship between them.
So I think the team of Good Neighbours is pretty good. It's an avenue for us to come down, have an opportunity for us to come down with our friends to do something together. And also there's a chance to meet other people around the neighbourhood to see who's living around me. So yeah, I think it's a good initiative, and if there's more of such events, I think people will get to know who stays around here.
So what we did today was we conducted a photo booth for the Hong Kong North residents. We instantly printed the pictures that we took of them and gave it to them.
And also, we also have walkabout in our hawker center near Hong Kong North. And then we interviewed different races and know more about their personal life in this neighborhood.
I attended this coloring figurines from edible dough, and it was really a nice session. Got to know neighbors who just stay here, but I have not met them before. But because of this workshop, got to know that they stay really just few HDBs away. And it was good to see the students taking part actively, helping other small kids to color the figurines, and elders and kids all together making this coloring thing a very enjoyable and nice event.
This is the Good Neighbours project, and we are from Team Rosetto. Our project is called Potong Pasir Patchwork, and we are creating a community wall installation where we collect around 900 tiles from residents' hand-painted artworks, and we're going to put it up on the wall along the side of the CC. I think it's also very meaningful because we see many older people, they interact with the young kids and they teach them how to draw, they guide them on what's important in this community, and I think that's the kind of thing that really brings a community together.
I get to know more new faces, young children, senior citizens. As a senior citizen myself, most of the children surround me because I teach one child, all the children like it. So they want me to teach them.
So basically, we are having a few activities such as samosa making,
ribbon, ketupat ribbon tying, curry competition and mass curry cooking. Why did we choose curry as our project? It's because curry, different races have different curries, and this is a chance for the neighbours to get bonded together because they get to know each other curry better.
Yeah, like through curry, we hope that everyone can tap on each other's strengths and recipes and bond together and get to know each other through curry making.
We are doing a project called MUCCK, which is Music Unites Choa Chu Kang. The main aim of this project is to get the residents to build everyday household items to create a rhythm or music by the heartland songs like, let's say, Chan Mali Chan. I believe that this is a very good opportunity for the residents to strengthen the bond.
This is what I have done. So I find it interesting, and it's quite meaningful, so that next time I would have the chance to do it for my grandchildren, I hope.
One of the activities that we're doing today is Colour Your Mind, which involves the elderly along with the volunteers painting canvases, which will be the border for the final project. The second activity that we'll be doing is an inspired dance movement therapy, which allows the elderly and the volunteers to work together to do a fusion dance of a Chinese, Malay and Indian.
Through our neighbour food event today, we hope that the neighbours will engage in conversation, in deeper conversation, because we brought in a common topic of interest, which is food. And throughout the Heritage Trail, they'll be introduced to different kinds of food that they share in common in this Marine Parade area that they live in. For instance, at the Diamond Food Centre, they have the famous wonton noodles, and participants were asked to find people eating the wonton noodles and take photos with them or the store owners. Also, they took photos with the Malay store owners and the drink store owners, and these participants are of different ages and they don't interact on a daily basis as we've asked them, but through this trail and when they work in groups, they were asked to complete group tasks together, and they managed to complete them as well as to forge new friendships.